When the zombie apocalypse came, a small courier station became the stronghold for my colleagues and me to live. Stockpiling? No, because we have endless express delivery, down jacket, gas stove, cooking oil, rice. Every express is a blind box surprise. In the doomsday, we lived a life of rice and meat with our own safety fortress. This is all our food. 2 packs of instant noodles and 2 apples a day should be no problem for 3 days. Brother Shi, do you think you can control it in 3 days? I don't know. We have to prepare for the worst to be on the safe side. We'll try to stay on the 2nd floor in the future. Our express delivery point has 2 floors. The 1st floor is the express delivery station, and the 2nd floor is the warehouse. The road to the 2nd floor has no stairs, only a lifting platform. When the time comes, even if zombies can't rush in, they can't get to the 2nd floor. We packed our things and put them on the lifting platform. There is 1 switch on the 1st floor, and 1 switch on the 2nd floor of the platform. In addition, in order to prevent people from being trapped upstairs in case of unexpected power failure, a mechanically controlled handbrake is also set on the 2nd floor. The next day, we moved all the things on the 1st floor to the 2nd floor. On the 3rd day, the doors of every household were closed, and there was no living person in the street. The number of wandering zombies increased several times, and I can only observe the outside situation from the window every day. Next, we can only get food from these couriers. Is it finally our turn to unpack the courier? The next morning, Xiaohe and I picked out a few express boxes. The first one was a pair of women's leather boots, and Xiaohe sighed disappointedly. Take this apart. The weight of this carton is quite heavy. I hope it is useful. The box was quickly opened, and there were 3 bags of rice packed in vacuum. Alas, rice is good, but how to eat it? Not even a pot. Keep it for now. Maybe there will be a pot. Then we continued to dismantle the courier, and suddenly Xiaohe brightened up, and there were more than 8 dozen bottles of Coke inside. We couldn't wait to open it and drink it, and the long-lost taste was instantly sweet to the 5 internal organs. It's so cool. Brother Shi, don't tell me. It's like opening a blind box. It's really enjoyable. I smiled non-committally. This is the most relaxed day for us since the outbreak of zombies. In the back boxes, a set of knives, tents, a box of paper, a box of bread, a box of oranges, and a quilt were removed in turn. Brother Shi, look at this big express. There must be something good in it. As a result, when it was disassembled, it turned out to be a 1-to-1 real-life model. Xiaohe's face turned red in an instant. I'll handle this. I have a wonderful use. That night, I slept the most exciting sleep since the end of time. It's been a week since the first zombie outbreak, and the situation is still not optimistic. At that time, I finally got through to my parents. There are also many zombies in the village. Your father and I have moved to the cave on the mountain. Below the cave is the contracted orchard, where there are vegetable pits and wells. Although the conditions are a little hard, the basic life should be guaranteed. Great, Mom. Everything is fine here. Don't worry. You must take good care of yourself. As night fell, I climbed the ladder in the window again to observe the outside. Several street lamps flashed dim light, but there was still no figure on the road. Even the zombies did not know where to hide. Don't zombies' activity will weaken at night. I turned on my mobile phone and quickly browsed the relevant news, trying to find information about zombie habits. At this time, a highly praised comment attracted my attention. Zombies have almost no vision, mainly rely on sound and smell to tell the direction, and they are slow at night, and only a headshot will kill them. There are too many zombies, and the situation is difficult to control. The fallen-up will definitely cut off the network, water and electricity, and the last days will only save themselves. Reminiscent of these days, Xiaohe and I made a preliminary plan. It is estimated that there are more than 100 barrels of water next door. How to try not to disturb the zombies and bring the water here? Since we have to transport water, the truck must not be blocked at the door. I think we can drive to the door of the water station, first load the water into the car, and then drive to our door to unload it slowly. Good idea. However, do we have to take some weapons to defend ourselves? Otherwise, what if the zombies come and we don't have time to run? Indeed, we have to be prepared for self-defense. Xiaohe picked up some glass bottles from the corner. Brother Shi, is this useful? Yes, I remember there were several barrels of cooking oil when I unloaded the express last night. Because there was no packaging carton, just pour half a bottle of oil into the wine bottle, and then put a rope into the wine bottle. In this way, a kerosene bomb is ready. After doing the same thing with 3 oil bombs, Xiaohe looked at me adoringly. Brother Shi, forever. At 11 o'clock in the evening, I looked from the window, and there were almost no zombies wandering in the street. Grab a beer bottle and a baseball bat and I'll open the shutter door. Xiaohe skillfully started the car and stopped at the gate of the water station. After finding that there is no danger, Xiaohe climbed onto the roof of the cab. He was responsible for keeping watch and I was responsible for handling. When I get tired of moving, Xiaohe jumped off the roof to take my place, and I climbed onto the roof to keep watch. The dark street is terribly quiet at the moment. I don't know where the zombies wandering during the day are hiding. I dare not let my guard down for a moment. Suddenly there was a rustling sound at the end of the road. accompanied by heavy footsteps. A zombie came up crooked, although its posture was strange. Its actions were faster than those of zombies it had seen before. "Nah, get in the car, brother," she stole him first, "and I'll be ready soon." Zombies are getting closer and closer. I quickly lit the burning bottle, swung my arm and threw the bottle out. The bottle exploded at the foot of the zombie, and the cooking oil in the bottle instantly burned into a piece. The flame temporarily hindered the footsteps of zombies. "Brother," she, "get out of here." Shao he has started the car, and I quickly ran back to the express station. Zombies have caught up, and I pulled the shutter door with Shahi. The zombies outside the door kept hitting the cabinet, and I and her were sitting on the ground sweating, motionless and daring to move, and the crash became smaller and smaller. It was not until the sound was heard that we crept onto the platform and came to the second floor. I climbed the ladder and looked down. The zombie had disappeared, leaving only a long blood trail underground. At first, like the next day, we continued to rummage through the available express delivery. The somebody else is a clever woman can cook without rice. We are a clever woman can't cook without fire. Shao his words reminded me that I remember seeing a courier saying solid alcohol yesterday, and we had our first hot meal for several days. Just after dinner, there was a sudden sound of parking downstairs. 3 strong men with machetes got off the car, and one of them hung the traction rod of the car on the shutter door of the community. Not good. They're breaking in.